Yo guys, what's going on? It's Dueling Unlocked here, and today we're going to be taking a look at all the structure decks, and we're going to rank them. We're only going to do speed structure decks, and we may be doing rush structure decks in the future. We'll see when they get a few more. So, first up on the list is going to be Magician's Chronicles. So this introduced Chronicle Magician, has Ultimate Fusion, Chronicle Sorceress. It has the Apprentice Illusion Magician in it. It gives you Michael, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Necro Fusion, Eben. Like, the reprints in this alone, I think, would put this... It also gives you Sage with Eyes Blue. I think I'm gonna have to put this into the... low-key, kind of an S-tier deck. Although, you don't really want to buy... Like, you don't need 3 unless you don't have 3 Apprentice. But this is... you do want, I would say, 2 for 2 Ultimate Fusions. It would be the key if you're going to be playing Blue Eyes. So, but if you're getting Dark Magician, you can get 3 Apprentice Illusion Magician, free access right here. Get its extra copies of Necrofusion, Michael, and Eben all for free as well. So we'll go and do that. Alright, I don't know what order this is in, but apparently we have the Utopia structure deck next. So let me see if I can find the Utopia structure deck. Utopia, where you at? Oh, this is way too far down. So it is the Brave Hope EX structure deck. So this introduced the ZS Arm Sage, pretty decent. Has Onomatopoeia. I mean, other than that one card, the reprints or whatever, Vanish Sage I don't think is used too much. Twin Pegasus Sage. Oh, that's good. Okay, I mean, it's decent. I wouldn't put it anywhere near the top onto the other one here. So I'm gonna say that's probably a B tier structure deck so far. So then we have the Satellar Knight structure deck, which is Teller Knight Advent. So this, it does give you some reprints. It doesn't have Altaris. It does give you Denet, which is nice. But it gives you Trigger. I don't think Satellar Knights is going to be based on, like, today, by the way. Or it currently in the meta. I think you could get more value out of the other structure decks. So I'm going to put this Satellar Knight in C tier. Then we have a Rose Dragon structure deck here. This is a newer one, the Ruddy Rose. You get copies of Rox Rose and Basil Rose Shoot. You also get the Rose, you get a Black Rose and Ruddy Rose. I mean, that's pretty good value. Just in general, just one structure deck to you a Black Rose Dragon. It's decent on its own. I think it's like a good rogue deck. So I would probably put this, and you don't really need other things other than it. Like, unlike the Utopia structure deck, you're gonna need to go in for like a lot more. This you just probably need like 1 or 2 more synchros and you get like a complete deck. So I would have to put the Rose Dragon in A tier. I do think if, because it's just like good by itself as a standalone deck. If you get 3 copies of this, like, you're pretty much set. So, we have Cyber Style Evolution next, which is going to be this one. I don't know what the order this is time to come in, but this is what it is. So it gives you Cyber Dragons, gives you some access here. Unfortunately, right now, Cyber Dragons are limited with the Cyberload Fusion, and it doesn't give you the other trap. So you have to go in for the other trap, and I'm assuming you have to go in for some other stuff. So currently, I would put it above. I would put it above the Satellar Knight structure deck, but not much above there, I would say. Then we have the Odd Eyes, the first pen structure deck, Magician's Arc. So this gives you access to Dragon Pit, Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pit is now limited to 3. Other than that, it really doesn't give you much. The one thing going for this is I think this is a regular structure deck, so it gets props for that for only being 500 gems, I want to say. It is not an EX structure deck, so, you know, I can't complain too much about it. So I'm gonna put it in. Once again, I'll put this one into the C. I'll put it top of C tier, just because it's good value, I guess, here on Odd Eyes Play. Oh, now we go into the DDD structure deck. Which the DDD structure deck is... Let's see if we can find it here. Where is the DDD structure deck? Man, it's so weird having these in like the... Oh, here it is. DD Apocalypse. It's 1,000 gems. It does give you access to get your Swirl Slime and your contract. No Kepler, so you will have to go in for the Kepler. Yeah, maybe like a... I don't think anyone uses these cards here. Maybe you could use King Apocalypse, but I doubt it. I'll probably put this in low B tier, I'd say. So we're gonna put that below the Utopia structure deck. And then we have Evil Dragons, Evil Hero Domination. Now this one is actually like, I remember when this structure deck came out. And let's just say, it gives you access to Solid Soldier, which is decent. Mass Change is alright. Dark Calling is alright. Like, you could do some stuff with this structure deck, but I don't... Oh, and it does give you DN. I do wish... if Shadow Mist comes to the game, then this structure deck's gonna be a lot better. But currently, in its format, like in the way the deck is working right now, like, it's not that bad, but I don't think any of these cards are saying like meta play right now. Like 0 of these cards are saying meta play. So I'm gonna have to give this the D tier. So that is our first D tier structure deck. I would not recommend you go ahead and get that structure deck, that's for sure. Now we move on to Rise of Gaia. Now this structure deck was really good for its time. It's still probably like a viable deck today, but it won't be able to... It's probably not going to be the easiest to get into COG with, but you just need to pick up the structure deck and you have the deck, basically. So that's the one thing we're going to look up here, and for that, I'm going to put it in B tier, probably above the Cyber Dragon structure deck. Or, no, I'll put it in C tier, actually. I'm at top of C tier, I guess. But yeah, it's not going to be the easiest. It would have been, like, if this was, like, when it came out, this deck was insane. So yeah, unfortunately, right now, Gaia is probably not it in this meta. So then we're gonna go into the Stardust structure deck. Stardust Nexus. So this gives you access to Junk Synchron, Junk Converter, Stardust, Formula Synchron. But it's got some pretty good ones here. I'd have to say that this one is probably an A tier structure deck. It's probably more relevant than Rose Dragons, so I would put it up. I put it up here. Now we go into the Charmer structure deck. So what does the Charmer structure deck give you? Let's see. So the Charmer structure deck, we'll go ahead and go. It is a newer structure deck. By itself is kind of whatever. They did buff it. Before the skill buff, this deck was pretty unplayable. But now you can play it with like Mech Charmers. You get some extra stuff here if you're willing to spend a little bit. But I would have to say that I would put it in... Where would I put the Charmer structure deck actually? Probably like... bottom of B tier. Mech Charmers are decent. Like by itself, it's like a good engine. Maybe middle of B tier. Or top of B tier, actually. Yeah, we'll put it top of B tier. Charmers aren't bad of a deck. It just needs, like, by themselves, they need some support for sure. We're going into Noble Knights. Noble Knights next. Noble Knights is going to be a bit below here. Tale of the Noble Knights. So, now, I think Noble Knights are a bit outclassed. But it was a pretty good structure deck for back then. But I am going to have to say that nowadays I would put it in C tier. C tier is mainly for the decks that are like, the decks that are like just were good but aren't good anymore, or like they're just bad, I guess, in general. Alright, next up, what do we got? We got Gaga Xyz. So we look at Gaga Xyz. What do we have in this one? We have Coat. That's about the only thing you're gonna use in this, I would say. So other than Coat, the deck literally gives you like nothing. That's definitely gonna be honestly bottom of C tier. I mean, I guess you get Cowboy, but there's so much better rank 4s. And Memory of an Adversary, or not Memory of an Adversary, Memory Loss is in here as well, which is an okay free-to-play card, but it doesn't get much more than that. So, next, let's go. So then is the Fire King structure deck. It's the Fire King structure deck, Return of the Fire Kings. If this was TCG Fire Kings, guys, oh boy. But you do have this, you don't get the other one. It is like playable by itself. What's the one that you're missing? The Arvada, I want to say. Okay, you miss Arvada, you have to go into like another mini box. It's probably not worth it at this point. But it was pretty good for a long time. But we're doing this on today's current meta. So I would probably put that, I would put it above Teller Knights. Yeah, I'd probably put it like middle C tier, somewhere around there. Stardust, we already did that. Alright, Hero Generation. So this gives you, Hero Generation gives you Koga, it also gives you Mass Change, Poly. Hero Blast is like seen a little bit of play. And Neos Alias, which, hey, I think this is how I got a Prismatic Neos, so, or Alias, so, you know what, take it. I tried running, I used to run this card for fun. That was a fun card to play. Generation Next. But, I think this is probably, it's gonna be above the Gaga Xyz one, but, like, not by much. So we put it, right here, in C tier. Gladiator Beast next. So, right now, we didn't just get you Gladiator Beast support, right? It has Unexpected Die. Unexpected Die could always come up. So that's like a good card, I guess. Test Tiger. Like, this could be good in the future. We'll see if, like, Glad Bees get a skill or anything. So we'll put it above the Fire Kings, because it could potentially have support in the future. But we don't know. I mean, they didn't technically get support, right? Will they get more support? That is the real question. And then we're going to go ahead and go into the Dragoonity structure deck, which Dragoonities did get more support, so they are a little bit more playable. They are spread out in a bunch of other boxes, though, I want to say. So, once again, I wouldn't recommend going into Dragoonity structure deck. Probably put it, maybe I'd probably put it above, probably below Gaia, I guess? Or maybe above Gaia, actually. Because Dragoonities can actually do some things. But yeah, see, I wouldn't recommend going into. Then we got the Red Dragon Archfiend structure deck. It does have the Assault Mode package in it, which is really, like, has seen some play somewhat. And you do get RDA. So, that's basically it. You get Twilight, Rose of Revenge, none of these other traps I don't think could do anything. Synchro Boost. So yeah, we'll go put this in. So just for like the package, probably put it above Teller Knights, maybe above Fire Kings, and above Glad Beast for now. Probably not above Glad Beast. Great there, seems good. Next up, we have the Masters of Chaos structure deck. So for this, low-key, this structure deck's not bad for a few different decks. So for Dark Magician, you could play this with the other Dark Magician structure deck. You could also play this in Gaia. You could play Dark Cavalry's good in Dark Magician, Gateway to Chaos good in Gaia. It does have Power of the Guardians. This has Keeper in it as well. This one's... I would have to give this an A tier for sure. Like, this one looks pretty good. Probably put it above Rose. Probably even maybe above Stardust. You know, we'll go for that. So we put it up here in the A tier, top of A tier. Pretty good, pretty good. So then we have Desperado. Desperado used to be meta. Unfortunately, I don't think it is meta anymore. I think people tried it with Desperado Orcus. But yeah, this is a little bit past its prime, I would say. So Desperado, we're gonna put into... probably it'd still be above Galaxies, I guess. Probably right there, low C tier. Then we go into the Return of the Red Eyes structure deck. Which Return of the Red Eyes is going to be very good for free-to-play players if you just want one structure deck. Like, one structure deck and a bunch of tickets can help you out a lot here with Red Eyes. So released in 2019, you get your one copy of Red Eyes Fusion, you get your Slash. Like, it has Red Eyes Fusion. Like, it's just good as a free-to-play player. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. Because of the value as a free-to-play player. There's not much in B tier, but we'll put it there. Below the Charmers. And Red Eyes is like a good deck in general. As well. Next up is Blazing Gearfried. I don't know how we got to Blazing Gearfried all the way from here, but let's go ahead and take a look. We have to go all the way back up to Gearfried. Which, when this came out, this is used in a lot of engines, and it's pretty good. The fire skill's pretty good. You also get your Roland, which is really nice. You see this be used in like all sorts of different decks. Live Twins, Magic Key, like all sorts of different decks use this. But other than this one card, and I guess Roland's like used as well, I'd give this a nice B tier, I would say. So we're gonna put that in the B tier. I guess B tier is like just probably above Red Eyes, maybe even above Charmers, I would say. So we go into the Neos Fusion structure deck. So we go into the Neos Fusion one here. We gotta go all the way back down. So this one has Neos Fusion, it has Brave Neos, Aqua Dolphin, and another Neos Alias. I mean, hey, Neos Fusion is good in general. I think since we put Red Eyes up here, we can go and put the Neos into the B tier as well. I probably would, because Neos is just really good, and it can be splashed in a lot of different decks as well. If you're starting out, and you just have like 1,000 gems, I guess this is I think you need 1,500 here. Okay, this is an EX, the Red Eyes is a regular one, so 1,000 gems to get Neos Fusion and Brave Neos, and then 500 to get this, so this one is superior. If you're starting out, getting 1,500 gems to get both of these decks, and you get Neos Fusion, Red Eyes, it's not bad. Alright, then we have Ancient Gear structure deck. We'll take a look at the Ancient Gear structure deck. It does have double Cyclone, does give you Gear Town. Ancient Gear Wyvern is like played in like some other decks. And then Ultimate Hound. I don't know if anyone uses that. There is new Ancient Gear support in the future. I'm gonna put it in C tier, probably above Fire Kings. Yeah, I'll probably put it above Glad Beast as well. Right around where Cyber Dragons are at. So this is where we put it. Yeah, that's where we put the Ancient Gears. Then we have... What even is this? Oh, Silent Swordsman structure deck, I think? What's in here? It's just the Silent Swordsman stuff. I mean, they limit this stuff, right? I wouldn't recommend going into this one currently. I don't think any of these cards are used. I guess the Noble Knight cards are decent, but Silent Swordsman, I haven't seen anyone try Silent Swordsman in a while, so I'm gonna have to say, unfortunately, it's gonna be above the Evil Heroes one. We're gonna put that in D tier. So next up, we have the White Dragon of Legend structure deck. And this gives you access to 2 Dragon Spirit Whites, which is, I would say this is probably worth buying for a copy if you are going to be playing Blue Eyes, just for Battle Chronicle. But other than that, that's about the only card you're going to use. I guess First Aid's quad is decent. So I would probably put this in around, probably C tier. But you can't get 2 Dragon Spirit Whites, which is pretty good for Blue Eyes players, so we'll put it top of C tier. Alright. Yeah, we put it in top of C tier, so there you go. Then we have ourselves... What is next? Synchro Connection is next. And what's in Synchro Connection? Once again, no Junk Synchron. You get Junk Forward, Junk Servant. I don't think Junk Warrior is probably the only card that's going to be used in here. So I think this is a C tier structure deck for sure. If Junk Warrior was in the other structure deck, you would have 0 reason for going into this. Probably put it right about Glad Beast's Noble Knight level. So then we have the Silent Magician structure deck, which is released in 2018. So these older ones are probably not going to have much play. Silent Magician, it has Gold Sark in it. I think now that Gold Sark is no longer in the pickup box, it's decent value. And Silent Magician does see some play, right? So I can't like say it's like terrible. We're gonna put it top of C tier. Probably above the Blue Eyes one. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Then we have Dragonic Knights. So in Dragonic Knights, we have... I think... Is there anything worth running in here? This might be, I mean, this is an older one, right? Yeah, no, I think this one's, this one definitely is gonna look, it is, on the bright side, it is 500 gems, right? So it's not an EX structure deck. But, I think that's probably gonna be another, D tier structure. Do not buy Draconic Knights. Then we have Distant Rulers. Or Destiny Rulers, not Distant Rulers. So this one, you actually kind of need, because I believe one of these rare cards is only in the structure deck. You also get access to Trinity, which I'm not sure if it's the only way you can get Trinity. It might be. Let me see real quick. I want to see if you can get Trinity in another way, because Trinity is pretty good. And you get like 3 Drill Dark, 3 Celestial, in 1 structure deck. So it's not bad. Let me see how you obtain this card. Yeah, it's the only way to get it. Alright, so it's the only way to get it. So we are gonna put the Destiny structure deck. Probably, I would have to give it a B tier, I'd say. I'm probably above DDD's. Right around the other, maybe even above Nia's Fusion with the structure deck. Or not with the structure deck, but with the with the new D hero skill. Next up, we have Hero Rising. So Hero Rising gives you, if we can find it, Hero Rising basically is Blazeman and Fusion Recovery's in here, which can be used in D heroes. Blazeman's decent. Probably still, I'm gonna put this top of C tier. Blazeman's like decent, but there's some other cards you could use, probably below the Blue Eyes one. So then we have Legendary Warriors. Now, as much as this hurts, like I love this. I had this structure deck. This was like my first structure deck was Guilford the Lightning or Guilford the Legend. I don't think this deck is gonna do anything. So this might be another D tier structure deck. Oh man, not Guilford, no. So Legendary Warriors probably might be better than the Dragons one. I don't know. Then we go into Sorcerer's Alliance. Yeah, it's gonna be a D tier. Nothing here. Literally nothing here. So another D tier structure deck. I don't know why there's like 4 copies of these either. Oh, now we go into Imperial Joker, which is gonna be all the way at the top here. This was released in January of 2023, and this structure deck is gonna be. I'm unfortunately gonna have to put the structure deck probably top of D tier, and then another structure deck, newer structure deck, is gonna be the Thousand Illusion structure deck, which we'll take a look here at the Thousand Illusion as well. Which these were back-to-back, I think, D-tier structure decks from Konami. You do get Fusion Substitute, which is alright. But yeah, this deck never, like, popped off or anything. It's decent, I guess, but, like... I probably should put, like, an F tier here, actually, to, like, playable, to, like, not playable at all. So we're gonna put this deck here into this here. Can I add another rule? We're gonna call this F tier. So like these are like unplayable ones. So this. Yeah, that seems about right. Spellbound or sword. Yeah, something like this, I would say. It seems around where we would be. Then we have the Secrets of Magician structure deck. Oh, you guys didn't even see this here. So yeah, I made an F tier, put the structure decks here. We did this here. So we're gonna take a look at Secrets of Magician structure deck now. So, Secrets of Magician. Now this one was, like, actually decent, I want to say. It gave us access to... Well, I guess it has Circle Reprint, has Secrets of Dark Magic, Magical Dimension, which is used for skill, and Piercing the Darkness isn't bad either. They've reprinted Chocolate Magician Girl way too many times at this point, though. So we're gonna put this in a nice B tier, I'd say. How did Magician's Chronicle get to C tier? Magician's Chronicle is probably, yeah, top of B tier. Yeah, kind of want to put Master of Chaos in S tier too. I think that's fairly decent. And then we'll go into the Cyber's Code structure deck, which is, I believe, our last one here. Gives you access to Link Slayer, Microcoder, as Encode Talker. Silent Backdoor was used quite a bit. I don't know if it's good anymore. It used to be decent. We're gonna go with A, B tier for this. And I believe that is everything, every of these structure decks we've already done. Oh, wait, did we do the Odd Eyes one? The normal Odd Eyes structure deck. I don't think we did that one. So for the normal Odd Eyes structure deck, this one gives you access to Odd Eyes, Oath Dragon Magician, Pen Call, Free Dark Rebellion. I would say this one was a A-tier structure deck as well. So, I think the main thing I want to... yeah. So here's our structure decks in order. Magician's a Chronicle. I'd probably put this down to A-tier as well. So this is like the value-wise, I guess, if you're buying the structure deck. Magician's Chronicle, I wouldn't buy 3, I would buy 2. If you're playing Blue Eyes. It has like very good value. Unless he has Dark Magician, it does have 3 Apprentice. Apprentice is really nice to get. It has like it supports a lot of different decks. Blue Eyes, the structure deck, the Master of Chaos supports Dark Magician, Gaia, and I mean, hey, it's Magic Key as well, but the Advanced Ritual Art's pretty good. This has Dark Rebellion in it. This has Rose Dragons, have Rose Dragon archetype. You get 3 of them. You get Black Rose. Black Rose is a very good synchro. For A tier or B tier, I would say get anything past here. I wouldn't worry about. Like, these are the structure decks I would recommend from A tier to B tier, because you can build up decks from those. C tier and below, I wouldn't recommend as of right now. Magician's Chronicle should not be in here. I don't know why it's there, but yeah. I would not recommend getting the C tier structure decks, I believe. And then the D tier, definitely don't recommend those. And F tier, never get these structure decks. Do not waste your gems on those. So yeah. That's going to be it for the structure deck tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!